Uh, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I feel like I owe you for what you gave me. So
Okay.
I'll give you the piece of information that you wanted to know.
Okay.
Hold on, Logan has to find out what that piece of information is because close. Delphine, she says. That's all I know. Capital city. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She hangs up.
Who was that?
Hmm? Have you heard of Delphine before?
No. What's that?
I think I've heard that before somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's in Genovia or in
Hmm.
that world.
Well, why do we want to know about Delphine?
Has to do with your daughter.
Oh,
What did you guys discover while he was gone?
that Delphine is in Genovia.
Thank goodness for Doc Fulton's meticulous attention to fucking notes.
No.
I
No?
actually found it in my notes. So like,
I knew you would
ah,
lose your shit on that. Okay.
Refill your hand, Yana.
wow.
Causing Logan to lose his mind is a refill. She just happens to take notes on the one thing that will tell her where her daughter is.
Yes.
Groovy.
Ruby.
Mm.
So, what do you guys do? Hang out in Doc's house and drink
Of
more?
course.
I figured you're going to want to go back to.
Yeah. Let's solve this problem.
All right. So we spend a day. We get everything together. It's not like we need money there or anything. I don't need to bring anything else. There's nothing else I can think of that maybe.
We need maybe. So one thing is that in Genovia, Australians are wanted for questioning, I think.
The look on Chris's face as you drop another bombshell on. Cool.
No, I do remember that Alex is wanted there because of what's.
Now all Australians because of that.
Oh, it's even worse. Okay.
Yep. And we probably need the special knives they have. Do you remember? Everybody wears them.
The piece bonded knife.
Something like that.
Like it doesn't. It's just. That's just a
It's
blending in thing. Like that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah,
We can
yeah.
get those as soon as we get there. We can buy a couple of
Okay.
those.
Okay. Let's
Well,
let's
it's
go
not like I
there.
walk around with an Australian flag tattooed to my head or anything. So it's not like they're going to be like, "Oh, that's an Australian."
Hmm.
To them pointing at Yana. Australian!
I also don't have.
Shows her with like an Australian flag tattooed to her head. Damn, I knew I shouldn't have got this tattoo.
Should we go to Clem's and then go to Genovia?
Yes, let's go.
All right, we do so.
What can I do you for? Says Clem.
Shave,
Hot towel?
please.
Where are you going back to?
Genovia.
All right. No problem. He slaps on the hot towels and takes them off, and yeah, it's still Clem. You're definitely back in Genovia. You even Clem is wearing one of the daggers with the big pommel and stuff like that because everybody does here. Neat. You guys head on out. There's the bustle and hustle and such of the Genovia. Yeah.
We go to a store and get a couple of those daggers.
It'll take us a couple days to put on the family crest. Do you have a copy of it?
No. Can't we just
Can you
get...
draw it?
Yes.
Great, please do.
I just draw a random crest.
I draw the king in yellow sign.
Well, if you guys give me drawing skill rolls, hopefully Chris will blow his.
I made it. Ooh, nice.
He looks at the elegant cock and balls symbol with the 3 dots coming out the top. He goes, "A very memorable family crest, sir. Make a note that that's what's on yours, Chris. It just happened. You're not sure how, but it just happened." So, Yana, you've got a cool geometric thing that will actually, if somebody scrutinizes Yana's, they'll be like, "Oh, that's interesting." If they look at Chris's, they'll be like, "Are you taking this seriously?" So, glad you're from a different family, huh? Says the guy to you, Yana. If you'd like to pay extra, they can put a rush jobby on it.
Okay.
Great. 20 silvers later, they have you wait for an hour or so and present you your knives.
Thank you. We need them.
All right, he says. He looks at the camera nervously. Right. Where do you guys head to next? By the way, let me know if you're spending non-Genovian silver or trying to.
I got the silver in the other place.
Right. They tell you that they don't accept that. If you'd like to take it to the bank and get it converted.
You're not going to accept it at all?
No, we don't know what the purity is and such, sir. But if you go to the bank, there's one right over blah, 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 blah. Or we could send a runner to go do it and bring you a receipt.
We go to the bank.
No problem. However much you'd like to convert into this, mark off 10% of it from the bank bucking you.
Sure.
And give me a luck roll, because you guys have been here before, I believe.
Bumble.
It's the Australian.
I made it.
Yeah, they don't know you, but they know you're traveling with an Australian. He's like, "God damn it." Guards come up and say, hold her steady. Put up your hands. Don't make any sudden moves. Put up your hands slowly.
Why?
You're wanted for questioning. All Australians are being rounded up and questioned.
I'm not Australian.
Let me see your identity papers.
I show my identity papers.
What is San Angelo Gothic San?
See, I'm from a foreign land.
Give me a fast talk roll. Good luck.
By half.
Have you paid the foreigner tax?
Nope.
Right. We're going to charge you the foreigner tax and the not paying foreigner tax. That'll be 20 silvers.
I give him 20 silver.
Well, here's your thing back. Have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Not an Australian. Beer. They leave.
We go back to the place. We get our daggers made.
Done. Now you have some Genovian money. On one side is Princess Danny, and on the other side is some old constipated looking guy.
So next we have to. Where's Delphine from here? We need to get a boat, right?
I think so.
We go to the port here.
All right, you guys head over to the docks and such. There's various people working on things. One of the docks is like, there's a couple of guards, and they're just like, I think Docu is over here. They're just redirecting people. They're not acting hard or anything like that. But there's a black ship at the end with a flag that appears to be, let's see, that ship it's all red except for a yellow triangle with a black anchor inside of it. Yeah, you give me
black anchor, red with a black anchor inside.
It's all red except for a yellow triangle on the left side, and in that yellow triangle is a black anchor.
Okay.
Right. You're not sure which ships are Delphine ships or whatever. There's a lot of different flags here. There's also like, there's a red rose with 2 black triangles on either side, 4 black triangles at all, and a field of white. There is, yes, I did all the flags for all these fucking places. Yeah. Actually, no, that's it. So they're right. You're not sure. It could be either the anchor flag or the flower flag. Those are the only non-Genovian flags you see.
I'll ask like, hey, what's that flag for? Hey, what's that flag for?
Oh, sure. People are happy to tell you. They don't know what the red flag with the black anchor is. They say that's for the black ships, sir. Nobody knows much about the black ships. They only have certain people that normally deal with them. But they come bearing rich cargo.
What kind of cargo?
Small cargoes, and they take on large amounts of products and such, usually bars of metal and things like that. But what they give back is small. So we're thinking it's probably either some sort of accursed magic or maybe luxury goods of some sort.
Makes sense.
And the red flower is a Delphine flag, sir.
Let's go there.
I want to check out the other place first.
Okay.
No problem. When you head over to that pier, there's a couple of guards. They're like, what are you looking for, sir?
I'm just curious about the black ship and like what they trade and all.
Well, okay.
Can we talk to a representative?
I don't know who they're representing. Usually you go onto their ship, but we have a special arrangement with them. If you don't come back, it's not our problem. If you do, that's great. But some people come back and they're very uncomfortable looking. They look badly shaken. One guy just kept frothing at the mouth when he came back. So if you want to go, we're not going to stop you. We're here as a courtesy only to let people know that this may not be where they want to go.
So we should probably stay here at the end.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that. Yeah.
These are the sailors from Rubicon.
Rubicon. Okay.
Yes. Between you and me, I don't think they're human, though.
Okay.
But you're free to go if you'd like.
All right, I go on up.
What are you doing there, woman with no name?
I'm just sitting there listening to
hanging out with the guards.
Yeah.
You watch Doc Fulton do this long, dramatic walk down this fucking abandoned dock, except for like boxes and netting and other maritime shit sitting around. And it's just a long walk. And it's kind of like it reminds you of the long walk before that people do on their way to a gallows.
I will never see him again. Oh well.
Quite possibly. Shit, who's going to buy you alcohol?
Oh, this guy.
Oh, yeah, actually, yes, men will pretty much buy women alcohol all the time. That's true. So, no problem, Doc. You walk over there, and there's a gangway that goes up to the ship.
Permission to come aboard.
Permission granted. You hear a decidedly not quite human voice say.
I go on in or up.
No problem. Please feel free to come below, says the voice from the cabin.
I go on in.
No problem. Give me a Sandy rolls. A half spider, half man towers in the large ship in there.
Oh, got
One
it.
point, 1 point out of 16 toward Drider.
Gotcha.
He says, "Greetings. Are you one of the representative humans?"
Not from these lands, but from other lands, yes.
Ah, very good. New lands to trade with, and you have an outpost here that we may trade with. We are interested in trade. His mandibles above his human mouth go, and some sort of green drool comes off of some others. He is absolutely terrifying looking.
What do you usually trade in?
Well, we have many things. Do you have any specific requests? We trade many things.
Actually, no. We are rather a smaller nation that is trying to like get by, and I'm learning of all the wonders of this world still. As I'm
very good. Well,
a representative.
What does your small nation trade in?
We usually have good supplies of gold, odd alcohols.
Alcohol, odd alcohols. Yes, yes. We're interested in new alcohol. Click, click, click. You see several of his arms are moving around. Good. What else?
I believe different medicines we could probably procure.
Interesting. We don't know how they would work on our physiology, but yes, yes, we are interested. Very well. Yes. How technologically developed is your land? What is your best invention?
We are almost as technological as like gnomes.
Oh, yes. Do you need raw materials? What do you need?
Well, honestly, I would like to know more about what you have.
We have everything in different amounts, although we do not have many things like odd alcohols. We are very interested. Yes, we'd like to trade.
Do you deal with
a lot of short hairs?
Magics in your lands or no?
Some we get them from dwarves.
Dwarves.
We sail between the realms, between the planes. We do not mean short humans.
Oh. So you travel to different worlds then?
Yes.
So have you seen, I describe Mygo to him. Have you seen creatures such as this?
Yes. Yes, they are not good.
No. Have you seen many of them?
Not many.
Okay. What are the worlds that you usually travel through?
It crosses two of its pairs of arms and says, many worlds.
Oh, sorry. Trade secret, right?
Of course.
My apologies.
We rarely take passengers, but when they do, they are always confined into their cabins. We bring them food, we bring them water, we keep them as healthy and alive as we can and take them to where they wish to go.
So if I wanted to book passage, what kind of needing to know like where you go to, because I do like to travel, I do like to explore.
You
So
wish magic? We can take you to a magic world. You want magic world? Yes.
That would be one thing
Good.
that in the future
Yes.
I might
Bring us
possibly.
odd alcohols. We will take you to magic world. Leave you there. What happens there is up to you.
Okay.
Good. We have agreement.
Okay.
It
How much
extends
alcohol?
a claw.
How much alcohol?
Yes, much alcohol.
All right, I shake his hand.
Okay. We
All
will
right.
be in dock for 2 more of your days.
Oh, 2 more days? Okay.
Yes. Then we
All right.
go. Come back before then. Bring odd alcohol. We take you. Magic land.
Okay.
City. Isotrax. City of ours. Trade outpost. From there you may go and find other magic place. Yes?
Okay.
Good. We have agreement. We have accord.
All right. So I come back. I
You
let you
head
know
back
what's
to
going
her?
on.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely terrifying, huge spider guy. You'd like him. May just
So-
knock you off the off the sane list and onto the NPC list. You'll love it. Yay, she says.
So what we could do is like I wouldn't mind finding like if we go to that land, maybe there's a Clems there, and then we can like that's another connection that we can make right quick.
Yeah.
I was gonna go back to Red Carpet, get some alcohol, and then bring
And
it
go
back.
back. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're giving up on going to the other realm thing for
Delphine?
now?
No. Why don't you book pass? Like we'll book passage for like not tomorrow, but the day after. So tomorrow. The way I'm looking at it, Logan, is that we're going to get there, we're going to go to the other place, and then time shifts differently.
You hope so. Otherwise, you'll be wasting a lot of passage.
Well, we can wait on the whole Delphine thing. We can go to. we can go there still.
I like that you keep putting it off. This works for me. Do a little at a time, a little more. I'm good with that. It's a recurring story.
So I go back. We get alcohol. She gets alcohol. She's happy. And I bring it. I bring them like what kind of alcohol do they have here? That or like if I go to a bar here, she needs to go to a bar anyway to get a drink.
Of course.
What kind of alcohol do they not have here? That
They don't have a lot of shit here, like tequila, Kahlua, bowls, just all kinds. There's a lot of weird shit that you can buy. Grappa, there's literally tons of weird shit that they don't have here.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go back, and I'll get some I'll get like a couple crates or maybe even more, like whatever would be a decent amount, I guess. Like
Couple crates, a wagon load.
That's a bit much, isn't it? I think
to get through Clem's. If you each brought a crate back with you, and
right,
if you somehow prevented her from drinking hers, I'm not saying that's possible. I'm saying if you could do it, then
well, she'd have her own bottle with her, and all we have to do is get from the store. We can get like she'll have a bottle. Like
well, actually, if you
I'll
wanted
put a lock on it, and I'll keep the key.
Well, I was gonna say you could always play Edward Rum Hands with her, because that's one way to keep her from getting additional alcohol. That's where you duct tape 2 bottles of rum, one to each hand, and then she can't use her hands because she can't get them unduct taped. So until she finishes the bottle, and then theoretically somebody should untie her hands, or she'll smash the bottle over somebody's head. There's no telling.
Okay.
You've never played Edward Rum Hands before?
No.
A lot of people haven't. So it's probably for the best. Right. Cut 2. You're back. You've got 2 crates of alcohol. She's humping one. You're humping the other, carrying it in.
Okay. When we get up to the dock, we'll get a wheelbarrow or whatever we can.
Oh yeah, that's easier. Yeah, absolutely.
When we get to the dock, so that we can book passage. I put a blindfold on her.
You're hoping it's enough.
And I will guide her.
So you're going to be taking blind into Monsterville. Cool. That's not.
What is happening?
So yeah, essentially you make 2 trips, one for the alcohol, and then they're like, oh, and then one with her, and she's blindfolded and stuff. Actually, you take her in the same wheelbarrow.
And then, well, we can get there, and then once we're there, she needs to get blindfolded.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you can take her in the same wheelbarrow down the dock and stuff, blindfolded. That's easier than leading her. Yeah, and plus you're used to pushing her in a fucking wheelbarrow. This is not a new experience for you or her. Sure. So yeah, they're very accommodating. They don't talk much around. They just kind of point in the direction, and essentially you guys get locked into a cabin. They provide food and drink, and there's a slot in the door that will all come through. And yeah, that's explained to you. They check out the alcohol. They try burning it to make sure it really is alcohol, or testing it chemically or whatever. And they're completely happy. They don't like a lot of it, but it's new and different, and they like that. And give me a luck roll lowers better, Chris, to see if there's something that they just go nuts over.
Correct.
Motherfucker. Right. Kahlua is now your big trade thing with them. They demand that next time they would like to get a ship of it. They think it'll be very popular in their lands.
Okay.
So, right, it's a long sea voyage, and they are sailing. Everybody give me essence times 3 rolls. It's your big chance to get a check in essence. Dun, 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 dun.
I missed it by 1.
Wah. Ooh, could Diana have made it?
Probably.
Ooh.
Yes.
Hooray! Hooray! At last, Diana gets a roll that she's happy getting. Yay! And let me find it here. Right. They let you. It's weird getting the food and stuff because there's always like this kind of weird voice. Could you please send that? Is it the one who spoke to us before to the door to get the food?
Sure, I go to the door.
Yeah, she turns her back and is like, don't see nothing, don't see nothing, don't see nothing. And right, no problem. Yeah, getting the food, super easy. These guys
May I see how you travel or no?
No, you stay here.
Please?
You stay here.
Pretty please?
You stay here. It points with like all of its limbs on one side.
I try to look out the door to see if I can see anything from the doorway.
Oh no, you're under decks and stuff, so you probably see other.
Just a peek.
No, they definitely won't do that because this is their big secret thing.
Are you using Space Mead?
No. So Yana, you made yours. You're just sitting around, bored out of your mind, wishing you'd brought a lot more alcohol for you to drink.
Yeah.
And you feel this weird. It's almost like it's worse than walking through spider webs. It's just like type of like almost creepy electricity dancing across your body at one point. Doc doesn't seem to feel anything. He's just sitting there quietly rubbing one out or whatever. And so yeah. And then that's done. You're like, well, that was odd. But eventually, you guys dock, and you hear the one who we spoke with before. What do we call you?
Doc Fulton.
Doc Fulton. Put the eye covering on the other human.
Okay, I blindfold her.
Thank you.
If she is uncomfortable here, she may not like needleweb.
Okay.
So, right, they, true to their word, they don't kill and ransom you into service to some sort of horrible giant ant creatures or anything. But just looking around, Chris, give me a sandy roll. You're now in a city that seems
Sure.
that the main inhabitants are these giant drider things.
Oh.
And the other inhabitants, it's 1 point toward miscellaneous monsters, are various other sanity losing monsters. You're pretty sure if you were to take her blindfold off, she would be reduced to a gibbering mess right away.
Rip it off.
Fortunately, you've still got your wheelbarrow, so that is the easiest way to get her around. There's creatures that fly, creatures that kind of make weird squishing noises. It is absolutely terrifying in your blindfold with your hands and stuff in the wheelbarrow and your feet in the wheelbarrow and your blindfold on and your luggage on top of you. And you guys are just pushing it through the streets. Let's see. From here, you have two choices. You can either go toward an oasis on the coast or a actual paved road, unnaturally straight and clear of sand across a desert.
The oasis, I suppose.
No problem. You head over to the oasis on the coast. There's a lone white house or lighthouse in the distance. It's about 2 weeks by foot from the city of Neelweb, or you can go into a desert. So pretty much there's a city surrounded by desert, small oasis on the coast, which is nice, but unfortunately, when you are wheeling her over there, and it takes like hours, you get there and you discover this is where these big drider people go to hang out on vacations, sunbathe, stuff like that. So there's even more of them uncovered, and you're like, ah. You look at her, she's sitting there patiently, wishing she had alcohol, blindfold on, underneath the luggage. You're like, so we seem to be surrounded by desert.
Right.
And it's super scary here.
All right. We go to the city then.
Right. He wheels you back hours. The night is falling. You eventually find a place you can stay. They will take coinage from the other realms and stuff. They have testing equipment and whatnot in the foreign quarter. So yeah, they give you coinage of theirs. They don't charge you the 10% because it's just as pure as theirs. But now you have coinage stuff with on one side is a spider, and on the other side is web design.
Okay.
Yeah. So 5 silver later, you've got a room. You get her into it. You unblindfold her because there's nothing scary to see, and you manage to cover up all the windows. The beds are about twice as big as human beds, and there's 2 of them.
Nice.
Yeah. You're in a city made for giants, you think?
I guess we chill, and then tomorrow I'll go searching for a Clems.
Yes.
Right. Cut to the next day. Mark off 5 more silver for miscellaneous, or 5 more silver for food, drink, etc.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta keep her happy. Their alcohol is not very good here. You're not sure what it is, but it's not that great. There is no giant spider human with mutton chops here. You've gone around. Give me a research roll, Chris. I could be lying.
No.
There's just no telling. You couldn't find one, and nobody you talked to who you could find that actually spoke your language knew of one. There's a wide variety of different languages and stuff being spoken here. If you'd like to try a roll on your learn to pick up a random language.
Nope.
Well, not so much random, but all right. Yeah, nobody that you could understand knew about Clems. So you're in this desert.
So hold on. So I go to like a bar.
No problem. You feel like a midget running around because all the doorways are literally twice your size.
So at the bar, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna be like, I wish there, like I'm looking around. There's there anybody there's no humans. I've seen no humans.
Every now and then you've either seen a human or a kind of a greasy turban type human who walks with great awkwardness and kind of a hunch, and the turban has strange bumps on it.
So besides the men from Lang, do I see anybody else?
Card. There's a couple. Any of the humans you see are kind of the kind that you would expect to have skill in throat slitting.
Excellent. That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm a
they
throat
don't.
slitter myself, so I mean, to me, that's not a big deal.
Right.
I will go up and approach, any humans I see here.
All right. They look suspiciously at you. Yes.
Hi. So what brings you here, anyway?
Give me a fast talk roll for the tone of voice and stuff.
So what the fuck brings you here, bitch?
Let's see what he's into. He goes, and runs off.
Oh, actually, it was a fail, not a fumble. Okay.
That's fine. Yeah. He hurries away, going, muttering darkly to himself.
All right. I'll find another human.
Try again on your roll.
Oh, and while I'm wandering around, I'm looking for, since a lot of people, they ignore it, but I'm looking for the barber pole.
No, I get you.
Okay.
I'll let you know if you see one. Everything in here is alien. Oh, give me another Sandy roll, Chris. Alien architecture. Meh. I've seen worse, you say. This would only affect the most feeble-minded individual there. No problem. Yeah, you wander around. You eventually find some other human. Give me a new fast talk roll. See if you're Mr. Friendly or if they're like, okay. Yeah, right. You find somebody who will talk to you. He goes, yes.
So, how did you travel here? Or are you dreaming?
I don't think I'm dreaming, he says. What an odd question. You're an odd fellow, aren't you? He says.
Yeah.
I normally trade with Iron Mine Pass. I grew up in the desert sands of Haminge. I was raised by the witches there. Why?
What?
Are you wishing to buy dwarven goods?
Well, I want to know more about this world. Is there actually a place where there's more humans or humanoids than here?
I have heard of such, but he rolls his hearing of such roll. I cannot tell you where, but I have heard that there may actually be human settlements somewhere. Possibly on the other side of the Iron Mine Mountains, although I would be careful about going into there unless you have treaties with the dwarves, as they are all at war with each other. They're not so much a collective, more of a muffin tin.
So, and there's no way to travel on to the other side of the mountains?
There are many ways to travel on the other side of the mountains. It depends on what kind of person you are and such, and how good you are at mountain climbing and such. But the Vengeance Mountains are not to be undertaken lightly.
No, I was just looking for passage, then maybe go look for this human settlement.
Of course, you could probably travel with one of the caravans of the Driders.
Excellent.
Yes. He seems like you're okay. He gives you directions to get to the caravan house where you can find out when the next one will leave. He says, "Do you speak Drider?"
No, I don't.
Well, good luck to you, he says.
Thank you. So I go to the caravan house.
Give me a luck roll at -30 to find somebody who can speak your human weird language. Of course, everybody speaks English. What kind of crazy world would this be if they didn't? No problem. You end up finding some guy who ends up being pressed into translation. And he says, so you wish to passage to the deep down?
Yeah, to the other side.
To the other side of the deep down?
Yeah. Other side of the mountains?
You do not wish to go to the Minotaur market?
Where's the Minotaur market?
It's in the deep down.
Can I see? Do you have a map?
There's a straight road. It goes straight. We don't normally. Where are you trying to go?
I'm looking for the human settlement that I heard was on the other side of the mountains.
Oh, Kinleyville. I am familiar with it. I have heard of it, but we have not gone.
Right, of course.
You're wondering how many different lands Alex has been to and ruined for you.
Yeah.
He says, well, I suppose we could, yes. Do you have money?
Sure.
My friend. He says, you will need to make your own caravan once you get into the Vengeance Mountains and turn away from the Minotaur Mountains, because they will avail you not. But yes, we can get you there.
Okay.
No problem. He says, it will be 2,000 silver pieces.
20 gold?
No, much more than that. 70 silvers is a gold.
Oh, that's right. Had to make it rough.
It makes sense, though, in real life, so it's kind of fucked up. It's not my fault in real life is so messy. But you can give me a bargain roll if you want to try to take that down, because your base empathy tells you he is hopeful to get that, but not really expecting it.
I don't have that much.
Give me a bargain roll. Let's see what you can get him down to.
I don't make it.
He will drop it as low as 1,500 silvers.
How much gold?
Just tell me gold.
Silvers. I don't care about that.
But everybody uses the silver standard, he says. It's a human thing, I've heard, too.
This is a big amount of money, though. It's not like,
Call it 22 gold, he says.
22 gold, and that buys my way all the way to the human settlement, or just to the mountains?
To the human settlement. Because to the mountains, we will throw in for free. Going beyond that, through the Vengeance Mountains, toward the human settlement, that is the cost there.
Why is it such a high cost?
We do not normally travel there, and they will have to go there and back again. Plus, there may be bribes, food, animals to help take you, guides.
Have you been to the human settlement before?
Me, personally? No.
Have you heard of anybody that has?
Yes. One of our people has seen it, although not approached it, because humans are warlike creatures.
Tell me, do you know of any, 6-story black towers in the area?
No.
Okay. Never heard of anything like that?
Do you wish to buy one?
No.
I know somebody who might be able to sell you the construction team to make one.
Do you guys use Chris here?
Yes.
How much is a small Chris worth?
Oh, about a gold, he says after a moment of contemplation.
Really?
Give me a bargain roll.
Oh, so I didn't make it.
Yeah, about that, he says. For you, yes. Rounding it into gold because you like your things in gold, yes.
Okay.
I am being helpful, he says, motioning toward himself with 4 different appendages.
Have you seen this kind of Chris before? I show him the Chris.
Which Chris are you showing him?
That jeez, let me look through my notes, find out his name. Thornhart gave me.
Yes.
You have seen this kind before.
Yes. I am educated.
Where have you seen it?
Look, do you want to book passage? I book passage. I do not talk about Chris. I book passage. Besides, it was my father's Chris.
How do we get to, like, I know that they sailed us here. Like, how much is it to book passage, like, to another land?
I do not know. I do overland routes.
Okay.
Small
Thank
human. He directs you to where the docks are.
I go to the docks.
No problem. You find the same boat. They're finished offloading, and they're like, "Yep, getting ready to leave." And they're like, "Oh,
You going
human,
back?
what?
You going back?
No,
Where are you going next?
different place."
What different place?
This has magic. I promised you magic. There's much magic here. You are
There is?
unhappy?
No, like I was hoping to find something, then I didn't find it here.
What do you want?
Have you seen a place that had? I described to him the barber pole, and I described to him Clem's.
He looks completely baffled.
Right, exactly. So I haven't seen that, and I looked for it, and it's not here. So I just wanted to go to the next place.
It is not a good place for humans.
This isn't a very good place for humans.
What? Has anybody attacked you? You must
Hold
tell
on.
me if they have.
No, I'm saying that, like, there's not other humans here. I'm looking for.
There's one. He points at some random guy who's like just
You!
sitting there.
Does he run off?
Let me check. He might. He goes, "Ah!"
See?
Maybe you are too forceful.
Well, anyway.
Cut to Yana. There's a knock at your door.
Oh no.
What do you do?
I say yes.
Housekeeping. You hear an odd voice
Go
say.
away.
But I have new sheets, fresh webbing.
I'm naked in here. Go away.
Naked? I am naked too.
Just go away, okay?
You don't want the new sheets?
No. Later.
Okay, I will come back in a few minutes. You hear something scuttle away heavily.
Great.
Got back to Doc Fulton.
Right. So, when are you going back to Genovia?
We are not going back to Genovia, but he rolls his know about other captain shit. They will be going to Genovia in 2 days.
Okay.
Do you wish to book passage with them?
Yeah.
Do you have more of the alcohol?
Not on me.
Will you be trading us more of the alcohol?
I will give you the same amount to get back.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, you can talk to them. I will come with you and tell them it is a good deal.
Okay.
He goes, you have brought more alcohol with you?
No, I'll have to go there, get it, and then bring it back. And I'll leave my friend in the cabin.
Roll a Drider language roll, please, as the ship captains talk to each other. You can keep the female as a slave. This sounds good. We could eat her, yes, and put eggs into her. She will hatch many spiders. Yes, a good idea. He will give you alcohol to get drunk to hatch spiders in her. Yes, they will eat her from the inside and burrow their way out. We are agreed. He likes your idea.
All right, hold on.
It
So,
just gets
look,
worse and worse for Yana.
I
Yep.
don't want her eaten or kidnapped. That's not what I
What?
was looking for.
What?
Isn't that what you guys were talking about?
What?
I don't know your
No.
language very well. I'm trying to understand.
No, of course not. That is crazy. Why would you speak crazy?
Empathy. I found my empathy. Jesus fucking Christ.
They're gonna fucking kill her, and they're gonna get her drunk, and then they're gonna plant eggs in her, and then the spiders are gonna dig their way out, and you're convinced this is what will
I'll
happen.
spend pause now because
Oh.
there, I got it.
Oh, as far as you can tell on his human features, although the mandibles don't help, he seems deeply shocked that you should suggest such a thing.
Sorry, my language skills aren't very
A
good.
double
That's-
fumble was just fucking what I needed. Yeah. Yeah.
So is that okay? Will he accept that as payment or no?
Yes, yes. Doing it as you said is very acceptable to him.
Okay.
I have assured him that it is good, and if he does not like it, I will buy it from him.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Cut to. It shows Yana in the wheelbarrow.
Before we do that,
It
I
shows
do
like,
want to look for something while we're here.
oh, well, you've got 2 days.
Right,
You want
that's
to do
what I
anything?
figured.
I'm just imagining like some creature partially eats another and rolls off with it and shit. And I was like, you during the 2 days of you going out looking around and stuff, Chris, please give me another sanity roll, as this place is definitely hard on the brain. Unless you're severely strong-willed or have your sanity maxed out like Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes.
I don't make it.
God damn, roll a d6 and lose your mind. Oh, Mr. Fumbleific. That's 3 fumbles and 4 rolls, folks.
Got it.
Ooh.
Fine.
Give me a willpower times 3 to avoid the fight, flight, freak.
I don't make it.
Cool. Roll a d3. You go up and start beating the shit out of one of the miscellaneous citizens
I
there.
run.
Huh?
Fight, fight,
Flight.
flight, freak. 1, 2.
Oh,
3,
that's right.
4,
You
5,
do 1,
6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do yours weird. Cool. Yeah, you go, ah, and run away. And then you hit yourself for yelling. Right. You run through the city and such. Give me a navigation roll. You'll eventually make your way back. I'm just curious if it's today.
No,
Yana.
tomorrow.
He goes out late, comes back the next day, leaving you alone with monsters all day long, because the city all kind of looks the same, and big blocks of fucking dark stone and unnatural shapes with steps that are too big for human feet, and weird netting that you can scuttle up and down. Unless you're a fucking human, you don't want to touch it because you stick to it.
I'm bored.
And also, every 20 minutes, somebody keeps knocking on the door, offering you new sheets and stuff. And and then for food, you got delivered some sort of big, fat flies
Great.
in sauce.
Are they good?
Take a card. No, they're not. But eventually, Doc Fulton arrives back. He's looking a bit wild-eyed and shit. Like, you can just put it down toward Neil Wicks that maxes it. The city maxes at 12, Chris.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you can put it toward Drider. Either way.
I did. That's what I did, actually.
Yeah, great. Yeah, they seem to be like, Dutch.
All right. So what I was going to do before we go back is I was going to buy, because I'm figuring since they're spiders,
Uh-huh.
I was going to get 5 30-foot sections of spider silk rope.
They have that actually pretty goddamn cheap. You can get, and it's like pencil thick, super strong. You can buy lots. Cutting it, you'll have to figure out something clever. It doesn't burn.
And then 5 bolts of spider silk as well.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. You're buying their cheaper shit. Call it a gold piece for the finest quality.
Okay.
No problem. He's upgraded from wheelbarrow to pallet pushing thing. You know what a pallet is, Yana?
I think so. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, pretty much. He's now starting to look more and more like a dock hand.
Yay! I feel like I'm at work now.
Yay! Yay! So yeah, you bought shit.
Cool.
Yeah, they charge you a very minimal amount. Logan's not going to worry about in order to put your cargo on their ship, but it's minimal because you've got lightweight shit that they don't care about. It takes up some spaces off. You get her loaded, blindfolded, and stuff like that into there, and then eventually, give me essence times 3 rolls again.
Got it.
At last, you get to feel that same weird shit she did partway through the journey, and she feels it again. You guys both go, that's like electricity dancing across my skin. And since you felt it at last, both of you give me analyze magic rolls.
So close to a crit.
Nope.
Doc goes, right, you pass through. It's like a gate, but it's more like an EverQuest hard zone.
Okay.
There you go. So, eventually, once again, you're in Genovia. You leave your friend and cargo because it's bulky captive. Go off, go to Clem's barbershop, go to a red carpet, pick up a bunch of Kahlua, bring them back. A captain tries a little bit. He's at a plus 30 on this roll as he is ecstatic with the deal he made. He's like, I'll go get her. And you're like, no, I'll get her. I've got the blindfold. And the captain's like, I can do that for you. And you're like, no, it's really okay. So then you go in and get her blindfolded up, stick her in her favorite wheelbarrow. She has a favorite now. And then you take her off and all the cargo and stuff. And now where do you want to be at? Do you want to check yourself into a good hotel or?
Well, no. Well, I was gonna. Well, when I went, I of course dropped off all of my cargo, the bolts, the spider silk, all that. Except I'll keep one rope with me.
Where are you dropping them off?
Well, I had to go back to red carpet to get the alcohol, so
you brought them there. Where do you want to leave them in red carpet? Your house?
Yeah, Josh's room.
Make a note of it.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to, when I get back, and as I have her in the wheelbarrow and I'm leaving, or the pallet or whatever, I'm just going to stop, turn around and say, one thing though. Have you ever seen a guy in your travels on the quote unquote seas?
Oh, by the way, this guy's English is really rough.
That looks like, and I described Cain to him.
Sorry? It says.
No? Okay. Never mind. Does Logan know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just take your card now. And, right, you get, and cut to, it shows Yana in a bar. This was the most exhausting, boring thing you've done in ever, actually. And it's very few times when you've been blindfolded that much. You start to feel like you were in 50 Shades of Spider or some shit.
Yeah, that was horrible.
All right. Now, on to Delphine.
Yes, finally.